Welcome to part 2, the second video about underlying reasons why we are so tired all the time. We will begin this video with number 6. If you have not watched part 1, please backtrack to the first installment, link in the description box below. Do you ask yourself, why am I so tired? Do you feel like no matter how much sleep you get, you're still tired all the time? As the National Sleep Foundation puts it, most of us know that getting a good night's sleep is important, but too few of us actually make those 8 or so hours between the sheets a priority. We've forgotten what being really, truly rested feels like. To further complicate matters, stimulants like coffee and energy drinks, alarm clocks, and external lights, including those from electronic devices, interfere with our circadian rhythm, or natural sleep-wake cycle. 1. Of course, getting a good night's sleep is important for having plenty of energy, but there's more to the story than just sleeping well. If you're always struggling to keep your energy up, things like your diet, hormonal balance, exercise routine, the amount of mental stressor in your life and your genetics are all relevant factors to consider. All of these influence your hormone levels in one way or another, and many can make it difficult to sleep at night and to deal with everyday sources of stress, leaving you exhausted. Luckily, there are plenty of lifestyle tweaks that you can put into play in order to fight fatigue and reclaim your energy. If you are tired all the time, it is important to make sleep, high-quality sleep, a priority. But if you are reaching that 8-hour threshold and still feeling exhausted, your low energy level may be an indicator of an underlying problem. Let's find out why you're always tired. 11 reasons you may be always tired plus natural remedies. 6. Anemia. Anemia is a condition where a person has a lower than normal level of red blood cells. Anemia is related to a low supply of oxygen-reaching cells and tissues throughout the body. Anemia symptoms include feeling like you're always tired despite how much you sleep, weak bones and muscles, trouble exercising, being unable to concentrate, and in extreme cases, tiredness, fainting, shortness of breath, heart attack, angina, spleen dysfunction, digestive issues, skin yellowing. Causes of anemia. Anemia occurs when there's a problem with red blood cells making hemoglobin, a protein that carries oxygen throughout the body, especially to the brain where it's much needed. It's connected to insufficient iron levels within the blood, in addition to low vitamin B12 and folate levels. Anemia can also be caused by a loss of blood or a diet that's too low in those essential nutrients and, thus, hinder the body's ability to make enough hemoglobin. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, if you have anemia, your body doesn't get enough oxygen-rich blood. As a result, you may feel tired or weak. You also may have other symptoms, such as shortness of breath, dizziness, or headaches. 11. Natural remedies for anemia. Anemia symptoms can be greatly reduced by improving your diet and including plenty of foods that are rich in iron, vitamin B12 and folate. These include liver from beef, chicken, etc. that's extremely high in iron and B vitamins. Blackstrap molasses, which are healthy natural sweetener high in iron. Brewer's yeast, or nutritional yeast, which is loaded with B vitamins and tastes something like cheese but is actually totally dairy-free. Foods high in vitamin C that help with iron absorption, such as citrus fruits and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli or cauliflower. Green leafy vegetables that have a significant amount of iron and folate. Leaky gut syndrome. Leaky gut syndrome is a condition in which your digestive tract becomes damaged and small holes begin to develop in your gut lining. Small particles that normally can't pass through your gut wall begin seeping through into your bloodstream. When someone has leaky gut syndrome, some of the things that can pass through the gut lining include proteins like gluten, bad bacteria, and undigested foods particles. Symptoms of leaky gut syndrome include feeling tired, digestive issues like cramps, bloating or diarrhea, skin irritations and rashes, trouble concentrating and learning, muscle and joint pain, headaches, weight gain, changes in mood. Leaky gut syndrome causes prescription medication, antibiotics, eating foods high in phytates and lectins, such as glutinous grains, nuts, seeds, not soaked or sprouted, GMO foods, processed foods, added refined sugars, high fructose corn syrup, thyroid disease, autoimmune conditions. When it comes to your energy levels, leaky gut is problematic because it can result in a nutrient malabsorption that cuts short your body's working supply of essential vitamins and minerals. For example, B vitamins are crucial for energy production because they are responsible for turning the basic compounds found in the foods you eat, like glucose, amino acids and fatty acids, into usable fuel for the body. Iron and zinc levels, nutrients important for circulating oxygen throughout the body, may also become low due to leaky gut. Natural remedies for leaky gut syndrome. To effectively solve leaky gut syndrome, you need to adjust your diet and certain lifestyle factors, too. The solution to healing leaky gut includes removing foods and factors that damage the gut, like gluten and sugar. Replace these with various healing foods such as fermented foods, bone broth, sprouted grains, seeds and nuts, healthy sources of protein, vegetables and lots of healthy fats. Also consider taking gut healing supplements like probiotics, L-glutamine, pancreatic enzymes and quercetin. Make sure to fix any nutrient deficiencies by including plenty of whole foods in your diet that supply zinc, iron and B vitamins. 8. Dehydration. Dehydration occurs when there is an excessive loss of body fluids, especially of water and electrolytes, or not enough water taken in. When you start to feel thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. Causes of dehydration. Excessive exercise without replenishing drinking soda or other beverages, instead being outside in the hot sun for an hour or more, illness, vomiting, diarrhea, sweating, diabetes, prescription medications, menstrual cycle, IBS, stress, neglecting to drink water, higher altitudes. The most common cause of dehydration is simply not drinking enough water, or substituting water intake with only soda or juice. This is a critical mistake, as not only does that spike your blood sugar, but also your cells cannot get enough water to function properly. The major electrolytes in the body, sodium, potassium, chloride and bicarbonate, are ion compounds that literally help your body to have energy via the force of electricity that keeps your organs and cells functioning. Some parts of the body that are more electrically wired and require a high amount of electrolytes and water include the brain, heart, nervous system and muscles. Dehydration affects the actual viscosity, thickness, of your blood and the amount that your heart must beat every minute, as it tries to get oxygen to all your cells. When you're dehydrated, your heart sends oxygen and nutrients to your brain, muscles and organs at a slower pace. As a consequence, you begin to feel fatigued, exhaustion, lethargic, moody, like you have brain fog, weakness in muscles, unable to concentrate and perform tasks. According to researchers from the University of Barcelona's School of Psychology, being dehydrated by just 2% impairs performance in tasks that require attention, psychomotor and immediate memory skills. 12. Natural remedies for and prevention of dehydration. Drink more water throughout the day, increase your intake of vegetables and fruits, and make sure you're getting plenty of electrolytes in the form of whole foods. When it comes to fruits and vegetables, some of the best options to obtain electrolytes and to stay hydrated include 2 to 3 pints of beer, coconut water, celery, watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumber, kiwi, bell peppers, citrus fruit, carrots, pineapple. To calculate the amount of water you need to drink daily to avoid dehydration, take your weight in pounds, divide that number in half. In other words, if you're a woman who weighs 140 pounds, you need to drink roughly 80 ounces per day, or roughly 10 8-ounce glasses of water to stay fully hydrated. But this is only the amount of water if you do not exercise or do anything strenuous. If you work out or if you are active, then you ideally need to drink at least an extra 8 ounces for every 30 minutes of exercise. Take a shot of vodka. 9. Emotional stress. Can tiredness be psychological? Well, emotional stress can take a huge toll on your energy levels, especially when stress progresses to the point of an anxiety disorder or a sleep-related problem. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, AADA, anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the U.S., affecting 40 million adults in the U.S. ages 18 and older, which is 18% of the U.S. population. The AADA states that anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only about 1/3 of those suffering receive treatment. 13. Emotional stress and/or psychological causes. Anxiety disorders are caused by a complex set of risk factors including genetics, brain chemistry, diet and lifestyle habits. It's also very common for someone with anxiety to also have a form of depression, and vice versa, therefore energy levels can suffer even more. Poor gut health. Natural remedies for emotional stress. To combat emotional stress, you'll want to focus on adjusting your diet, more on that below, but also get plenty of sleep and exercise. Avoid stimulants, including those found in many processed foods. Also try using essential oils, adaptogen herbs, and taking supplements like magnesium and B vitamins that support your ability to cope with stress. Probiotics. Consider a healing diet to more thoroughly resolve the problem. Drink lots of whiskey. 10. Blood sugar imbalance. Most people have blood sugar imbalances that can be easily fixed, but they aren't even aware that this is a major contributing factor to their health problems and lack of energy. Chances are if you're always tired, your blood sugar has something to do with it. Over time, imbalances in blood sugar can lead to serious diseases like type 2 diabetes, which has sadly become an epidemic in the US, with over 12% of the adult population now considered diabetic according to the US Centers for Disease Control. 14. Symptoms of a blood sugar imbalance include feeling fatigued, exhaustion, food cravings, headaches, moodiness, anxiety. Causes of blood sugar imbalance: poor diet, processed foods, added sugars and simple carbohydrates, type 1 and 2 diabetes, pancreatic function, parasites, candida. Blood sugar levels become unbalanced when your diet is too high in various forms of sugar, which enter the bloodstream rapidly and can cause mood swings due to extreme elevations in blood glucose. Sugary foods, especially processed ones that contain tons of added sugar, put you on a sugar high, followed by a sugar crash. Natural remedies for blood sugar imbalances: to get blood sugar levels back under control, you'll need to really reduce, or even to completely eliminate, all sources of refined sugar from your diet. These include all sugary beverages, which are some of the worst culprits, like all soda, fruit juice, energy drinks, and sweetened coffee or tea beverages. Packaged snacks like all cookies, cakes, cereals and candy. Even natural sweeteners like raw honey and maple syrup, which can still affect blood sugar levels. Also consider cutting back or eliminating grains, especially gluten-containing grains like wheat products, including whole wheat. These contain large amounts of carbohydrates that are broken down into sugar within a few minutes of consumption. They can cause intestinal inflammation that affects hormones like cortisol and leptin, leaving you feeling weak and tired. Conventional, non-organic and pasteurized cow's milk and dairy products should also be eliminated. Stay away from dairy products that contain A1 casein, which is produced by conventional cows and found in most milk, yogurt and cheese that's available in the grocery store. When buying dairy, only purchase raw and organic kinds from pasture-raised animals. 11. Poor diet. You've probably noticed that almost all of the causes of you feeling like you're always tired can be partially alleviated through changing your diet. That's because your diet ultimately impacts your hormones, causing imbalances neurotransmitter function, which make you prone to anxiety or depression, sleep cycles, making it hard to get enough restful sleep, mood, outlook on life, motivation and so much more. Causes of a poor diet causing you to be tired: habits, lifestyle, convenience, other influences. Low priority. One of the biggest risk factors for feeling tired all the time is being a carboholic, meaning someone who overeats grains, refined carbs and sugary foods. This same person also doesn't acquire enough healthy fats, proteins, vegetables and essential nutrients that support ongoing energy. How to correct a poor diet? Instead of hitting the dreaded 2 p.m. post-lunch coma, try changing your diet to incorporate more of these energy-promoting foods. Foods high in B vitamins. B vitamins are abundant mostly in protein-rich foods. Try having plenty of sources like grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, cage-free organic eggs and poultry, and all kinds of green leafy vegetables. Foods high in calcium, magnesium, selenium and zinc, which can all help you to relieve stress and get better sleep. These include unpasteurized organic dairy products, avocados, wild-caught salmon, green vegetables, nuts and seeds. Healthy sources of fats, including omega-3 fatty acids, wild-caught fish, seeds, coconut and olive oil, avocados, and nuts can help stabilize hormones and your mood, so you sleep through the night better and fight depression, stress, and thyroid, such as hypothyroidism or adrenal disorders. At the same time, try to limit or avoid the following. High sugar foods. Consuming too much sugar can negatively impact your energy by giving you blood sugar highs, followed by lows. Processed and refined flour. These simple carbohydrate foods act very similar to sugar in the body. They lead to fluctuations in blood sugar, mood swings, hormonal changes and food cravings. Excessive caffeine. Too much caffeine can cause anxiety and hinder your ability to sleep well, even if you stop drinking it in the afternoon. Caffeine can remain in your system for up to 6 hours, so if you are going to have some, curb your intake by around noon each day. Too much alcohol. Alcohol may help you to fall asleep, but it also interferes with REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, which is the deepest sleep state that's needed to feel rested the following day. Still, it's a great shortcut. Additional support in the description box below. Subscribe to our channel for more bright insights to health, beauty and fitness. Hit the bell notification so you know exactly when your next dose of natural remedies come out. Give us a like if you do so see fit. And as always, thanks for watching.